YouTube, what's the video? My name is Justin, and well, it is that time again to review our Fortnite season review. So that's right, Chapter 3, Season 1 officially ends this Saturday, and I'm going to review the entire season for you guys because, well, there's a lot to talk about this season. It was a pretty long season, but also a really good season. So, yeah, let's just head out and start talking about it. And if you guys are not new to this channel, make sure you guys subscribe. I post content sometimes, depends what I do. But yeah, let's get on with the video. It's me post-editing, and I just want to just say a little more about the good things of the season, because I feel like I was a little over negative about the shotguns, and now that I'm calmed down about it, I just want to say I really do love this season. Like I said, I'm not going to say in a second here, a lot of the features are really good, my favorite thing being the weather. I loved a lot of the skins in the game, and overall, it was, honestly, one of the best seasons we've had in a long time, which is Chapter 2 Season 7, so it's better than the last season for sure. It's almost as good as Chapter 2 Season... Not as good as... No, it's honestly almost as good as Chapter 2 Season 3, I would say. Season 3, I love that season. It could be, actually, no, it's almost as good as Chapter... I don't know. It's basically as good as some of the fantastic skins from last season. Fantastic seasons from last season. So, what that means is that really good season. It's not bad. People think I'm calling it a bad season. That is absolutely not the case. I just wanted to clarify that because I don't want to get bullied in the comments for saying, "Oh, this season is me kind of like picking out a stupid shotgun." Like, I'm not gonna call a season bad. There's one gun I absolutely hate. And that's basically where my stance is. Okay, back to the video, guys. So the first section of this video will be going over the skins in the Battle Pass. And the skins this season, honestly, were kind of 50-50. There were a lot of good skins, as you can see from here. You have a lot of good Battle Pass skins. There's a lot of good skins in general. We have some of my personal favorites are both of the Spider-Mans, Green Goblin, Ronin, and the Foundation. This are some examples, but we also have a lot of other really great ones this season as well. My biggest problem with the skins this season is we didn't really get, in terms of original skins, they were not that great this season. I'm saying right now the best one was easily Dawn in terms of original skins. Dawn is a 10 out of 10 god tier skin, and I don't know, man, I feel like they kind of dropped the ball on the skins a little bit this season. It's not really a bad thing or really a good thing either. It's not like awful like the early Chapter 1 skins. It's also like not as great as last season's. Like last season's skins were incredible, and this season's I feel like they kind of dropped the ball a little bit, which is a shame. And for the Battle Pass this season, it was honestly a really fantastic Battle Pass. There's not a single bad skin in this Battle Pass, and like you guys will review each one of them. Shanta is a really good tier 1 skin, but she has a really annoying quest to get, and I give her like an 8 out of 10. Ronin, fantastic skin, definitely my personal favorite in the past. He reminds me of one of those good old tier 1 skins from back in the day. Amazing, 10 out of 10 skin. Then we go down a little bit, we got Lieutenant John Llama, and this is an alright skin. It's like another community creative / survey skin, and you know what? He's pretty decent. I'll give him like an 8 out of 10. Then you go down to Haven, and Haven used to be like a 7 out of 10, but now she got over Haven Mask. Once again, I'm gonna give her an 8.5 out of 10 for Haven. Pretty good skin. Gumbo, 9 out of 10. Gumbo was a very unique skin, and I love the idea behind it. And you know what? I gotta use him more often. He's a really good skin. Then you guys got Harlow here, and Harlow, once again, gets a 9 out of 10. At first, at the beginning of the season, I was like, I really like Harlow so much. I actually put her, I think I wrote my scrap drinking video, I put her at the bottom, which is definitely not the case. Harlow is a fantastic skin, a lot of customization, and then finally, we got Spider-Man. We actually got Spider-Man in Fortnite, 10 out of 10. And also, we're talking about things we got on Fortnite, we got The Rock this season for the secret skin, and honestly, he's a really awesome one. I love all of his edit styles, and I'm gonna give The Rock a solid 10 out of 10. Definitely one of, or if not the best secret skin in the entire game. Number 2 of this review is going to be map changes, and well, we got an entire new map, and I would say I had to give that a 10 out of 10. It's a new map. For maxing this season, it's incredible. So let's talk about some of my favorite POIs, and I'm gonna link every single POI. But the first one we have is the Daily Bugle, which is honestly, it could actually be my favorite PY the entire season. I love the Daily Bugle. I love Spider-Man. At first, this season's like I wasn't really a big fan of it until we got these babies. This is the Spider-Man Mythic, which honestly, I'm gonna kind of spoil what I think about these things. The Spider-Man Mythic are the best Mythics Fortnite has ever put in this game. It is so much fun to swing around with these web slingers, and it honestly feels like I'm playing Spider-Man PS4, which is a really, really big compliment. And honestly, I love it. I cannot believe freaking Fortnite, got better swing mechanics than the Spider-Man DLC for Avengers. Like, that is ridiculous to me. But yeah, honestly, Daily Bugle plus the Spider-Man Mythics. Daily Bugle is 10 out of 10 POI, and I'm going to miss it a lot next season. Because it is probably a one-time POI, and honestly, I am actually going to really, really miss this POI. I have a lot of really awesome memories from here with my friends and stuff, and yeah, don't want to miss it a lot. Another really, really awesome POI we got this season as well is going to be the Sanctuary POI. We're probably still going to keep the Sanctuary POI next season, but it is, once again, a really, really awesome POI. Definitely one of the best ones in the entire game. And, yeah, Sanctuary, you have the 7 outposts, you have the... Basically, this is really where the 7 live. The 7 live in the Sanctuary, and it's just a really, really awesome POI. And I'm wondering what they're going to do with it next season. And also, it has the rock statue in it, so that alone, it gets 10 out of 10. POI, great POI. I said POI twice there, but yeah, you know what I mean. And then for other POIs that I want to talk about, let's respawn, because I want to fully explore Covert Canyon, because Covert Canyon, once again, oh my god, Covert Canyon is a fantastic POI. They took, or Convert, it's Covert Carbon, I call it Covert Canyon, but yeah, Covert Carbon is a really, really good POI. Actually, yeah, no, we'll go over the Covert Canyon. So, we'll talk a little bit about why I like this POI so much. So, literally, what they did is they took all the good things with the grotto. It had henchmen galore, loot galore. It was a really, really cool POI set in like a cave. It had a really, really awesome but OP mythic boss. It had fantastic loot for you and your entire squad, and times that by 1,000. The Covert Carbon is the best cave type POI in the entire game, and we're definitely keeping this POI next season. By the way, it's just like the newest POI. And think of that, we got 2 new POIs during this season. Like, during the course of the season, we got 2 brand new POIs. Like, that is insane to think about. Like, they gave us 2 new POIs during the season, on top of a brand new map. Like, this season for map changes is honestly one of the best. And it's not like Season X Freeze where they give like a new POI every single week, but it's still really, really awesome. And yeah, Covert Carbon, honestly, I'm gonna give it a solid 10 out of 10 POI. Like I said, they just took everything that I loved about the Grotto and made it just a million times better. And I am so happy about that, because I really like the Grotto. I hated Brutus so much, but you know what? Gunner isn't that bad, and I do really like this POI. I'm gonna fly over to here. We finally got here after like 5 minutes of me just rambling with this POI, but yeah. Really, really good POI, and I really do hope that we see a little bit more of it next season. And with that said, Tilted Towers is back in the game. Yes, they brought back Tilted finally after 2 years. After like 4 to 2 years. I forgot. No, not 4. Like 3 years. It's like the Riches. I don't know how long it's been out of the game for. It is finally back, and honestly, it's just Tilted Towers, man. Now I do always have this little controversial statement on Tilted Towers. This is the fact that I personally think it's an overrated POI. Out of every single POI from Chapter 1, it is a fantastic POI, but it is not the best POI. I personally preferred Wailing Woods. I know, I was that guy who landed Wailing Woods every single match. Listen to me. This Tilted Towers isn't bad. I still land there a lot this season, and honestly, it's just Tilted Towers, man. It's fantastic to see a POI that everybody wanted destroyed at one point, and now everybody wants it back, and now it's back in the game, and it just feels like... It kind of feels like old Fortnite, to be honest with you. It feels like I always know I'm gonna die when I'm landing at Tilted Towers, and that's the feel, and it's honestly so much fun just to land there every single match. And honestly, I'm gonna give Tilted Towers a solid 9 out of 10. It's not a 10 out of 10, because like I said, it is overrated, but it is a 9 out of 10 POI. And yes, I still prefer Tilted Town and Gotham City over it. Okay, And with that out of the way, let's talk about the loot pool. Because I don't want to... Oh, yeah. Scrap that. Let's just quick reviews of the entire POIs. The Joneses, 7 out of 10. Condo Canyon, 10 out of 10. Best POI in the map, don't at me. Chalker Speedway, 8 out of 10. The freaking Butter Barn. Holy shit, God. They brought back Butter Barn. The thing I loved the most from Chapter 2. They brought back Butter Barn. 10 out of 10. God tier map. I don't care what y'all think about it. Rocky Reels, fantastic POI, 8 out of 10. Greasy Grove, it's Taco Time Greasy Grove. For that, it's an 8 out of 10. Camp Cuddle, aka Camp Freddy Fazbear, 9 out of 10. Logjam Lumberwood, such a crazy, unique POI, 10 out of 10. Shifty Shafts, also, they brought back Shifty Shafts. Oh, okay, 7 out of 10. Sleepy Sound, really awesome POI, 8 out of 10. Coney is like a 6. I'm sorry, Coney's just a knockoff Salty Springs. But like I was saying, yeah, really good map. And now let's talk about, well, like what the loot pool and the weapon changes. We got a completely, entirely new loot pool. And with this loot pool, we've gotten brand new weapons, and honestly, I don't know. But before we talk about the weapons, let's talk about weather. This is the, honestly, the most hype thing about the season, and honestly, I still can't believe we got freaking tornadoes in the Fortnite. Like, I love Texas, that's what I call the tornadoes, by the way. Texas, aka tornadoes, are the best feature this entire season besides the Columbus. And it's just such a cool, it's so cool, man. Like, who doesn't want to fly into a tornado in Fortnite? And it is really menacing this world of things like spawn on top of you. And honestly, tornadoes are sick. And if you don't like tornadoes, then you're kind of uncool in my opinion. Now, I will say, I do wish the tornadoes could also have a feature where, honestly, it was a little, I wish it was a little bit more destructive. Like, don't get me wrong, it's really destructive, but I feel like it could be a little bit more destructive. Like, I feel like tornadoes would be like picking up trees and stuff and chucking it at you. Like, that type of stuff. That type of tornado. But you know what? Tornadoes / weather, 10 out of 10, best feature of the season. Okay, now let's actually talk about the loot pool here. And the loot pool is really good. Like I said, we do get the Spider-Man mythics, and you all know, I really do like the Spider-Man mythics. The Spider-Man mythics are fantastic. And now let's talk about the heavy shotgun, which is a gun I always wanted to come back since Chapter 1, and we finally got it back, but with a twist. It has Bloom now. Yeah, I mean, it's good, but I don't know how I feel about this. I was a guy who always stood up for the original heavy shotgun. I thought, and I still think, the original heavy is the best shotgun in the entire game. While this shotgun is really good, and I use it a lot, and it's easily the best shotgun this season. Don't get me started on the other two shotguns. I wish it was the original heavy. I don't like how they change it. It's literally like a sniper shotgun, which is kind of overpowered. I think it's a little too good. I think the shotgun, I feel like it's a little too good in a way. Like, I'm really happy with it, but it's also really hard to aim with it. Like I said, that's Bloom, like rough. Like, why does the shotgun have Bloom? It also only shoots one bullet at a time, so having a bullet spread. So that's where the Bloom comes from. But just in general, like, why do you make a shotgun that was already good, even better, and also kind of worse at the same time? Like, I don't know, man. Like, I'd rather have a wider spread and better. No, this has consistent damage. You know what I mean? I'd rather not have a sniper shotgun than an actual shotgun, like a regular shotgun. So I don't know. Heavy shotgun, fan. Really happy that it came back. The grenade launcher, love what they did with it. They made it kind of like a proximity launcher. I love the grenade launcher. Stinger SMGs. Okay, let's talk about the SMGs this season. We got the Stinger SMG, and this weapon is, I don't know. I'm conflicted on it. I think the weapon itself, I love it. I love using it. It's one of my favorite SMGs in the entire game. But when you are the person getting destroyed by this SMG, it is not fun at all. I hate going up against this SMG. It's like one of those weapons where it's like if you use it, it's a really fun weapon. Like, I love using the Stinger SMG against other people, but when you are the person getting spammed by a full squad of Stinger SMGs, it is the worst thing in the entire game. And I think part of it is because of the fire rate. I think for this weapon, if they were to nerf it, they shouldn't have nerfed the actual damage. They should have nerfed the fire rate, because this thing, it still shreds builds. It shreds builds, it shreds just everything. It shreds everything in its path, and it's honestly a beast. Which is a good and a bad thing, because people like me who aren't good at the game are gonna love this weapon, but if you're a sweaty 9-year-old, you're gonna hate it. And yeah, honestly, Stinger SMG, it's a good weapon. And then the machine pistol, we finally got that this season. I love it. I prefer this machine pistol over the Stinger SMG. Find me in the comments down below. I love the machine pistol. I'm so happy we finally got it. And yeah, the machine pistol is also incredible. Now, the MK. I'm gonna do the rock here. Yes, we're gonna rock boss this season. But I honestly prefer the Ranger over the MK, which is something that I don't think anybody's gonna agree with. But let me explain why I think it's better than why the Ranger's better. Now, the Ranger didn't get nerfed to the ground, because what I'm saying is the MK got nerfed really bad this season. It started off to be really, really good, and I feel like over time, they just nerfed it to the point where it has bloom now. Like, it feels like a combat AR with bloom, which is like, at least it's to me. It could just because I'm bad at the game. I mean, that's a really good possibility, but for me, I'm just like, Epic, why did you have to ruin the SMGs? Like, it's not, no, that's actually they are. It's not bad to the point where it's unusable. I still use the MK, and the Mythic one still shreds, but the Ranger Assault Rifle is so much more better in the current state, where I just generally pick it up over the MK. So yeah, the ARs are pretty good, and now let's talk about the thing that I think a lot of you guys really want me to talk about the most, which is going to be the shotguns. The shotguns this season, besides the heavy, are absolute horseshit. I'm talking about, I thought the combat was bad, and I would rather have only the combat than the striker pump, and also the full auto. And why are these shotguns so bad, you may ask? Well, first off, let's talk about the striker pump. They took everything that made the pump bad and times it by 1,000. I do not like the pump. I think it's a really inconsistent shotgun. And the striker pump is just that, but a million times worse. It is the most inconsistent shotgun in the entire game. You'll be hitting like 20 damage with the blue one, and sometimes hitting like 120 with the gold one. It's like, it's so inconsistent, man. Like, honestly, it is such a annoying shotgun to use. It sucks. I don't like it. I mean, it's not a bad shotgun. I mean, it is a bad shotgun. Let me explain it. It is, at least the gold version is actually good. The gold version is the only good version of it, and that was the only one that I would generally use, like, over a couple other shotguns in the game. But everything below gold sucks monkey balls. Okay, now there is one shotgun we haven't talked about, which is going to be the full auto shotgun. And oh my god, they did not have to make the shotgun so unbelievably bad. Like, when I heard that there's an auto shotgun, it's like, okay, that's kind of cool. It has a cool design. It sounds cool. But when you actually use the weapon in game, it is the worst weapon Fortnite added in the no, we got the dual. I can tell you that we got the dual crossbows last season, but it is up there from the worst weapons Fortnite added in a little bit. Like, it is. Oh my god, auto shotgun sucks monkey balls. It is basically take everything that was good, and I'll say drum shotgun, the primal shotgun, the attack shotgun, the lever action shotgun, and just completely get rid of it. I'm saying take away the damage, the fire rate, just get rid of the entire thing. They tried buffing it this season, it is still absolutely garbage. Like, I can't even use the gold version. When the golden version hits 80 damage per shot and fires so slow, it's just like, bro, what is it? I would much rather just use my, honestly, I'd much rather use the sidearm pistol, because the sidearm pistol does consistent damage and has a decent fire rate. When this gun is like shooting at like 5 miles per hour, it is absolutely horrendous and the worst shotgun in Fortnite history. Okay, I gotta calm down now. We got rid of all the trash. Let's talk about some of the good. The content updates have been incredible this season. We got the pizza box item. The pizza is my favorite healing item in the game. We also got into the flare guns back, and it's just the flare gun, guys. It's same way with chapter 2 and 3, which is the best way in my opinion. The chickens now attack you, which is easily the best thing in this entire season, besides the Colombos. Let's talk about the Colombos real fast. I love the Colombos. They better not remove them next season. Epic, if you remove the Colombos and keep the fucking auto shotgun in the game, I'm going to just lose my shit. If they remove the Colombos, remove the auto, actually, yeah, if they remove the Colombos, at least take out the heavy auto shotgun. But if they remove the Colombos and keep the auto shotgun, I'm gonna lose my shit, okay? Okay, that's enough, like, getting mad over a shotgun in Fortnite. Okay. And, yeah, content is amazing this season. I'm gonna touch upon Winterfest now. Winterfest was great this season. It had Santa Claus literally around the map. You have reindeer people throwing candy at you. We had a Spider-Man collab, an officially No Way Home collab. We actually had some decent free skins this year. We had, the Boozabell and the Crisabelle skins was like meh. Like I think they're pretty meh skins, but Polar Fury, banger skin. I cannot believe we got that for free. But yeah, honestly, Winterfest was pretty good this year. I liked it a lot. And yeah, that's really it for my season review. And now it's time to go for the final verdict on the season. This season was not bad. It had a lot of really good things about the season. Winterfest was a highlight. There was a lot of really awesome features. You know, it was actually a phenomenal season. But the only con I have for this season, which is the biggest con, is the loot pools, especially the shotguns. Listen to me. I don't care about the heavy. I'm taking away the heavy. Heavy, fantastic. I love the heavy. But the actual, this auto shotgun just completely ruined the loot pool for me. And I just cannot stand getting spammed by either A, 4 grenade launchers, or B, a million Stinger SMGs. And it's not a bad thing. Like I said, the loot pool is like, this season. I get what they're doing with it. I get why people like this loot pool, but at least for me, I do not like the shotguns. Besides the heavy. Heavy is fantastic. So yeah, honestly, I'm gonna give this season a solid 9 out of 10. It had a lot of really good things that I liked about it, and honestly, the season will definitely grow on me on the future. It's just that the way they introduced the loot pool to me, that I'm just like, it had a sour taste in my mouth. Like, the current loot pool is good. It's not great, it's not excellent, it's good to the point where I actually like using the shotguns, and etc, etc. But the day 1 loot pool was so bad that kind of leaves like a sour taste in my mouth. So yeah, that's my review for the season. Sorry if I sound like a little sweaty 9-year-old. I just really am mad about the auto shotgun. Epic, please bolt that shotgun. It is horrendous. And yeah, that's my review for the season, and I'll see you all next time. Also, by the way, this is not a bad season. If you guys think this is a really negative video, I kind of stretched it out to only talk about the shotgun. Because besides the shotgun, this season is flawless. Besides that one shotgun, the season is flawless. Alright, I gotta stop talking now. See you guys. Peace out.